Nonsense cop would say you better do field sobriety. Boy, you know how them no nonsense cops are. Boy, they ain't gonna even give you a chance to speak. They wanna know whether you drunk or sober right now. Forget all that talking. Forget all that talking. That's how them no nonsense cops act, I think. They don't take no nonsense like talking to them over there. They don't want to hear them words. They don't care about all that. Look, they got places to be and people to meet. You think they care about all that? No. No, they don't. So all that chit chat, all that, you ain't real, man. Look, all that gotta go. Because the cop care less. They want to know the facts. They want to know, oh, are you drunk or are you not? Yeah, you might be saying that you're drunk, but that's an opinion that you have. So let's find out for real. Let's be factual. Let's state the facts about the situation. Do these tests real quick. You know, that's how them no-nonsense cops act. Boy, they ain't into all that talking to him like crazy. You see, they letting him be lenient. You know, they letting him be lenient. I mean, like, they being lenient with him. What's going on, everybody? We got another one. We got another reaction video to get into. But before we get into it, I'm going to drink a little bit of my community coffee blend right here. You know it must be done. All right. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about a rich businessman who thinks he's above the law. But guess what? Some people believe that, but they have to learn. You know, like sometimes you just have to have a learning lesson in life. You know, if you think you're above something and stuff like that. Let's check this out. Come on.
How you doing, sir?
Great.
Doing good. So the reason we were here is because we got flagged down.
Yeah, Joe, approached me, gave me your vehicle description over here at the food court. So it looked like you were having a hard time standing and walking around. He was concerned that you might be under the influence of alcohol or something. Have you had anything?
Wait up, it's a little bit too loud on this end, y'all. Wait up 1 second. All right, there we go.
You drink tonight, man?
Nobody's talking. What are you talking about?
Man. Wait up. Did he just tell the cops that no one's talking to him? What is he talking about? So they just explained to him that somebody ended up flagging him down and saying that he was stumbling whenever he was walking. They seen him walking somewhere and he was stumbling and he was probably driving or something like that. You know, they probably seen him getting in the car, going to the gas station. And somebody had let the cop know, hey, that dude over there been stumbling or something like that. You know, maybe you should go check him out. Something like that, you know, probably went down, right? And now he's acting confused about the situation. But you see, it might be confusing to the one who, you know, had done those things, like was stumbling, right? Because they don't want to act like they know they were stumbling, right? So I mean, what would be a solution to this problem so far? What would be the solution? Come on, chat. We all know the solution to this problem. He would have never got in his car and drove anywhere after drinking, right? Because if you don't get in your car and drive anywhere after you drink it, you won't be anywhere stumbling or swerving on the road anywhere. You get what I'm saying? You have people bring you places, maybe a sober person, but you don't try to get behind the wheel of a car and drive drunk. You know what I mean?
I just explained to you, the gentleman flagged us down, said that he was concerned you might have been drinking, you were having a hard time standing. Talking to you right now.
A hard time standing. A hard time standing. He looks pretty straight right now. You know, he's standing pretty straight. But I gotta hear the way he talk. You know, you can always hear it in their voice. Like if you don't hear it this time, you're gonna hear it that time. Alright, so let's check out how he talks. Because with how he talks, you can understand how people start to slur in speech and stuff like that. So let's check it out.
Smell a little bit of it.
Oh boy.
He just explained it to you, sir?
Oh no. So that's the first sign. Right then and there. He asked the cop, what did you pull me over for? After the cop done explained the whole situation to him about how somebody flagged him down and told him that he might be driving drunk because they seen him walking funny. Man, look, what is he talking about what he pulled him over for? That don't make no sense at all. Bro, come on now. You gotta be kidding me. Like, you know, he might, man, he had a better opportunity of just admitting to what he did than saying something like that. What did you pull me over? After the cop done explained the whole situation to him. Man, you gotta be kidding me. Like, you gotta you gotta know how you can act and stuff like that with the law. You know what I mean? You can't just act any kind of way like that. You know.
Down. Somebody said, "Hey, they just."
Oh, what they talking about?
Paid for my. Okay, took them.
Went to the tube. What?
My wife owns that.
What is it?
Casinos.
His wife owns that restaurant. What is he talking about? Bro, that don't have nothing to do with the traffic stop. That don't have 0% to do with a traffic stop. I'll show you that. Like the wife owning a restaurant and he's getting pulled over for possibly drunk driving. You know, at the gas pump standing up. Probably trying to act like he wasn't even driving that car when it got there to the gas pump, right? Nah. Nope, nope, nope. I'm sorry that this one has got to like get, more understandable, because at this point right now, it's not making much sense to me. That whole situation is just not making as much sense to me.
Okay, so if you have not been drinking, there's no need to be.
Man, that's crazy. What is he talking about? No, no,
We're
no,
launching an
no.
investigation, based on that. So if you haven't been drinking, man, that's all good.
No, you
But-
have no
Man.
need to pull me over.
We have a reason, okay?
Nah, he's acting like they don't even have a reason to pull him over, but that's not true at all because they did have a reason to pull him over if he was drunk driving, no matter if he was swerving or not. If he was just drunk driving without swerving, he still had a reason. The cops still would have a reason to pull him over. All right, no matter what, no matter if you stay straight as could be, they don't want you to be drinking and driving, right? So that's a big no-no. You know how many things happen in the world where people are drunk driving and they think they're gonna drive good, and then something ends up happening real quick and they can't react to it and something like that. Like because they were drunk driving, they can't react to certain situations that happen, even though they might drive straight as could be. It don't matter because whenever they need to react to that certain situation, they might have to react to. They can't because they were drunk driving, and it physically, alters your coordination and stuff like that. And your reaction timing in big time. Like it alters your reaction time. So that's why they don't want people to be driving on the road. It it's not good at all. It's terrible to even think about, oh, I could drink and drive. That's a terrible way to think. You can't think that way. You got to be smart. You got to make better choices for yourself. You got to think of consequences. You got to think what could possibly go wrong if you would do it. How many people would it affect? Like those type of things really matter. And that's why the reason should always be, call somebody to go pick you up, after drinking. Don't ever try to drive, and make sure the person that's picking you up has been sober whenever they go pick you up, right? Because you definitely don't want to ask somebody who's been drinking to go pick you up. That'd be beating the whole purpose of you driving and drunk and somebody else driving drunk. So that's why you want to ask somebody that's been sober so that you know that you're going to get home safely and everybody's going to be all right. But, you should never decide to get in your car after drinking and driving. I mean, you should never decide to get in your car if you have been drinking. You get what I'm saying? And turn it on and try to drive. That's a huge no-no.
If we believe a crime has been committed, we're here to investigate. If you said you haven't been drinking,
Oh, boy.
that's fine. But have you been drinking? Yes or no?
What are you talking about?
And he don't even know what they talking about? Are you kidding me?
Man, y'all pulled me over.
Bro, you don't see all them lights? He don't see all them lights. Look at that. Yellow, red, white. Man, like, he don't know what's going on. He's still trying to figure out what they talking about. That gotta be the second sign right then and there. Boom. That gotta be the second sign. Oh, he been drinking? Boy, he's still asking what they talking about after they done explained it to him twice. And you gotta be kidding me. Anybody that ain't been drinking or is under the influence of anything would understand what they talking about after the first sentence that came out their mouth about what happened while they there. They wouldn't be saying, that don't make no sense. Say it again. They're not gonna be saying stuff like that. They're gonna understand, okay, that's why he's there. Okay, go and test me then, partner, because I ain't been drinking. That's probably what a sober person would say in that type of situation, right? If he was sober, he probably would be like, hey, give me a breathalyzer real quick, and we could settle this right now. Stuff like that. Now, it could, it could be settled a bunch of ways if he was really sober, right? Uh, but he's trying to avoid the situation and stuff. And people that drink and drive, they always get, whenever they get pulled over, they always try to dodge and weave everything. Like they try to get through every kind of question they can. Like they've been trying to argue back and forth with the officer, like the officer's doing something wrong that they shouldn't be doing, so they think that he's gonna just let them go home and stuff like that. So I mean, I done seen all kind of videos like that, bro. I done watched so many of those type of videos, and I understand that that's what them drunk drivers do, bro. They try to act like the cop did something wrong and pulling them over, so they might try to let him go or something like that. And it's never true that they gonna let him go. They always end up going to jail behind drinking and driving. Uh, and that's never something that you want to be a part of for sure. Is going to jail for something like that, or having to go to court for something like that, or whatever. However they do it, I'm just a Louisiana Cajun person. I don't understand all them laws like that, but I could give my perspective as a regular everyday civilian, knowing what everything that goes on in New Orleans and everything in Louisiana and everything like that. We see a lot of different crime, and everything that happens on the news and everything. But I mean, this stuff right here is it's crazy. I don't know where this happened at, but yeah.
Some bull.
That's what we're here to investigate, man. That's
Man,
all
what
it
is he
is.
talking
You
about?
ain't even investigating.
We are.
And you see that right there? He's just trying to argue back and forth. You ain't trying to investigate with whatever he's talking about right there. It don't really make any sense, right? Because if you think about it, he knows that they're there to investigate it. At that point, he's just trying to prolong the process, right? He's just trying to prolong it, trying to get as far as possible to where he could possibly sober up or something like that. Now, I ain't saying that he's drunk because that has to be proven and stuff like that. But there are certain signs that somebody could look at and tell if a person been drinking or something like that, just in their speech and the way they walk and the way they talk and all that kind of stuff. But and then they questions, right? They keep on asking the same questions. Some people that's drunk because they don't comprehend the answer whenever they drunk that somebody tries to give to them. You get what I'm saying?
We have a reason to be here.
I can still
Man, like I
alcohol
don't
come off
understand
you,
what.
okay?
I didn't, but I pulled up over to get
Oh
the gas.
no.
Okay, but I can still smell alcohol coming off
Oh
of you
okay.
now. Sorry, would you be willing to do some field sobriety
Hold,
test for us?
hold,
Yes, I will.
hold.
But at the same time, do you
Okay,
You
cool,
will.
understand?
excellent.
Hold on, no,
Hold
excellent.
up.
Hold on.
Excellent. Hold on. What was that? What was that about? Is he trying to play a game with the cop right now? Boy, them cops don't play no games, no. But I assure you, them cops don't play no games with people. You ain't gonna see that going on. Well, what he's talking about? Look, let's play this game, and if I win, I don't know what he's talking about. Hold on.
No, you settle down, brother.
Woo,
No, you said you
woo,
want this field
woo.
sobriety.
What he's talking about? You settle down, brother. Hold up, calm yourself down. Sit with your thumb in your mouth. Oh man, hold up. I can't believe he's acting that way towards the cop like that. Hold on, settle down, bro. You don't know me like that. Uh, oh man, like uh. Hold up here, boy. You know them cops don't play. Believe me. Them cops ain't gonna play like that, man. Man, they don't like to go back and forth with somebody. Man, they don't like anything out of their routine. Most of them, I learned that from watching them cop videos, but they don't like to go out of their routine. No. So, that dude right now is kind of breaking their routine of what they used to do, like what they used to doing during a traffic stop, right? They used to people probably cooperating, most people, and everything like that. But this dude is going back and forth, telling them to hold on, calm down, settle down, and stuff. Boy, that's crazy.
Hold on. Let me call. Let me call.
Who you gonna call? You gonna call a lawyer?
Are you willing
Yeah,
to do
call a
some field
lawyer.
sobriety test?
Yes, I said yes. Now, hold on. You have to know why you're
Look at
doing
this.
I just have to have reasonable
What is he
suspicion.
talking
Did you
about?
have it?
Yes, somebody flagged me down, told me
Man.
there was a
Nobody
Mustang.
flagged you down. You were behind me.
Oh, he just want to keep on arguing so he could possibly sober up before they give him any type of test, I'm guessing. Because I watched a lot of videos, bro, and I always noticed that they try to argue back and forth. I think that what goes through their mind is that maybe they'll sober up by the time they stop arguing. But that don't ever work for them. That don't ever work for them. You know, a lot of people think that I'm gonna argue back and forth with the cop, and so I can sober up possibly before they give me my test. Bro, that ain't gonna happen. No, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't the way the cops, boy. The cops know. The cops know. And they probably gonna ask them to do some tests, bro, because in every video I seen, whenever they start acting like that, acting like they ain't gonna do no tests, they just going home, like what they doing there, they shouldn't even be there questioning him, and everything like that, like they doing something wrong. That's how they act, them drunk drivers. And but boy, when the cop says something about the sobriety test, that's whenever it's usually on, partner. That boy, when the cop says something about a sobriety test, then you're gonna see a drunk driver true colors. Man, it's crazy. What is he talking about? Calling Kevin.
We want
What
you to
Kevin
just
got
do
to
the
do with
sobriety
that?
test, man. You said you were willing to do so, right?
Uh,
Okay.
There ain't no way he's talking about it. Boy, this is crazy. You gotta be freaking kidding
What's
me.
the issue?
The issue is somebody flagged you down.
Nobody
Flagged
flagged me
him
down from there to here. Like
down.
45
Somebody
seconds.
flagged the sergeant down, gave the vehicle description.
Oh man, he is just going back and forth. Boy, you know they got some no nonsense cops out there that wouldn't take that. Boy, they got some no nonsense cops out there that's gonna be like, say one more thing. Say one more thing. Like, I done seen some cops for real on video. Like they ain't gonna play. Like they are not gonna go back and forth with nobody. They just gonna straight up ask them the questions, and if they don't do it, it's the law. They gonna do the law. Probably put the person in handcuffs for not listening to their questions when they ask them to do it. Bro, I'm not joking. They got some cops out there that's no kind of nonsense. Like you don't even want to look funny at them. You better not like raise your eyebrow. You know, like, man, that's just crazy though. But look at how this dude is acting, bro. Like, you never want to act that type of way to the cops. You know, the cops are probably getting suspicious from this dude just by the way he's acting. You know what I mean? Like, and every time you watch a video on a drunk driver and you see how suspicious they start acting with how they body language is and how they talking back and forth with the cops and everything and trying to go back and forth, you always notice the same type of rhythm with them. And like that's why people should not drink and drive, because it's the cops are used to seeing it. It's not like you're gonna fool a cop. The cops are used to seeing that type of stuff. Probably, I'm guessing, because I've seen a whole lot of videos like that on YouTube. So I mean, bro, like the bigger picture of this video is that this is why you don't drink and drive. It's as simple as that. Let's check it out.
That's
Man,
Okay.
what is he talking about,
things
man?
up, man. We have a reason to be here. So you said you're willing to do for a sobriety test, right?
Yes.
All right, let's get it over with.
No. See, he keeps on saying
Too much.
We're not.
And believe me, I'm somebody in this town.
That's
Oh, he thinks he's somebody in that town. Hold up, y'all. Ain't no way he just said that to the cop. Boy, you know them cops are gonna show somebody talking like they above everything. Boy, they don't like that type of person. Cause you know why? They know that ain't true. Boy, nobody is above the law like that. Boy, nobody. Let the Illuminati get out of hand. They ain't above the law. Bro. Man, I don't know what that dude is talking about. He's thinking he's somebody in the town. He just said that he is somebody in the town. Partner, what's up? That's basically what he said. Like, what's up? You know who I am? Get your stuff right around here. Man, like, what is he thinking saying something like that to the police? Boy, you don't speak that no way. You don't speak that to nobody. Saying, boy, I'm somebody around here. Who you is? You know where you at? Around here? Man, look, you gotta be way smarter than that. Like, you gotta be way smarter. You gotta act civil with a cop. You gotta act cool with a like man, you want stuff to go smooth, you better act right. You know what I mean? Cause probably acting wrong, hell, probably ain't gonna be too good, right? You might as well act right. Unless you know for sure it's something that the cop is doing wrong. Like maybe that guy right there thought that the cops were in the wrong by putting him over. Maybe he thought Maybe he thought that there was no way where he went and where he is now that somebody would have flagged down the police about the way he's walking. Maybe that's what he thought, and you don't know. Maybe it might have been possible that you know that it was very quick where he got ready. I don't know, but it don't matter if he was drinking and driving. If he was drinking and driving, no matter what, the cops got a reason to pull him over and arrest him or whatever they do to people that drink and drive like that. Oh, yeah, woo. What are you talking
Let's get
about?
over with it.
Y'all need to really check y'all who y'all
Boy, you gotta be kidding
So we're
me.
just explaining, man.
No.
You gotta be kidding me.
I just told you.
He is still going off, and he is still you gotta be kidding me, y'all. Can y'all believe this? This guy is still. I mean, not it could be anybody that's doing it. I'm just saying, this is an educational video about why you don't do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's educational, but like why educational on why you should never drink and drive and think that you could get away with it, even though it might be a short distance that you gotta go like that. But I mean, he is pushing his limits. I don't care. I'm gonna say it, me. I'm the YouTuber that's gonna talk about it. He's pushing his limits. Yeah, with the police. Who would do that? Bro, you gotta know better whenever you're in situations like that. You should never be in a situation like that. But in case you ever were, or one day might be, and hopefully you driving sober and somebody, because you never want to be driving drunk and that happens. Right? But man, look, you gotta know how to talk to them. You gotta yes sir, no sir, no ma'am, yes ma'am, all that kind of stuff. Like, you gotta be on their level. You gotta be on their level, low, and be cool with them. Like, that's all you gotta do is be cool with them. But if it is something that you did wrong, I think that you should just accept the consequence. If you know you did it wrong and you know that they right about the situation, why keep on trying to fight against it during the stop? Why keep on doing those type of things if you know that they in the right and you was in the wrong? That's different now. You shouldn't be doing no more arguing. It like you already got caught. You know they got you. They caught you doing what you was doing illegally, basically, right? Like drinking and driving. So, I mean, that's you always want to be cool with them, no matter what. But if you do get in trouble, then you gotta accept it. Like you can't be going back and forth. You might run into a no nonsense cop who man is having a bad day or something like that. Boy, you don't never know what they go through as cops like that. I don't even know. I ain't no cop. I ain't no lawyer. My man raised no lawyer or no cop. But I mean, I just know that they see a lot of stuff, every day. Probably, I'd imagine, from watching all these videos. Uh, and and when somebody, acts the way he's acting with them, like he's all above them and everything like that, probably don't rub them the right way, right? No, because that wouldn't, like, a regular civilian wouldn't like to hear that kind of stuff. You above me and I'm above you, and boy, what? That's kind of nervy to say that to anybody. That's kind of wrong. Hold up, here, let's watch the rest. Hold on.
Give me a reason why you pulled me over.
You were flagged down. We had reasonable.
Man, what is he talking about? Give me a reason.
I'm not doing all that.
He's talking about give me another reason why you put. Man, you gotta be kidding. He wants to know why they pulled him over again. Boy, that's gonna be like the third time or fourth or fifth time they gotta tell him why they pulling him over. Why they gotta tell him that much, whether he rich or not. Boy, he ain't dealing with no nonsense cop. No, they kind of being lenient with him, letting him talk. Letting him understand what's going on. Boy, no nonsense cop will say, you ready to do fierce about it? Boy, you know how them no nonsense cops are. Boy, they ain't gonna even give you a chance to speak. They want to know whether you drunk or sober right now. Forget all that talking. That's how them no nonsense cops act, I think. That's from what I've seen on video at least. But But you know that, man, they don't take no nonsense like talking to them over there. They don't want to hear them words. They don't care about all that. Boy, they got places to be and people to meet. You think they care about all that? No. No, they don't. So all that chit chat, all that, you ain't real, man. Look, all that gotta go. Because the cop care less. They want to know the facts. They want to know, oh, are you drunk or are you not? Yeah, you might be saying that you're drunk, but that's an opinion that you have. So let's find out for real. Let's be factual. Let's state the facts about the situation. Do these tests real quick. You know, that's how them no-nonsense cops at. Boy, they ain't into all that talking to him like crazy. You see, they letting him be lenient. You know, they letting him be lenient. I mean, like, they being lenient with him. That's what I basically mean. And he just keep on. He just keep on not answering the right question. And keeps on telling the cops, why did you pull me over? And tells the cops that they had no reason to pull him over. Oh, he just don't stop with the bull. That's all bull. All right? Oh my goodness.
No, you have to have reason. You have to have
What is he talking about?
You're doing field sobriety test, right?
See? They just told him about the field sobriety test. They got a little tired of it, I believe. You know how them cops are, bro. You gonna take them out of their routine and argue back and forth with them? Oh no, you ain't. Oh no. Look. That dude now, whenever they ask him about the field sobriety, look. It's just like every other drunk driving video I've ever watched on here before. The same exact stuff happens every time. Field sobriety come up. They go from talking, field sobriety. They don't know nothing no more. They don't even want to talk no more. Whenever they hear field sobriety. Nope. I watched a lot of videos on this. Bruh, you see how he's like giving up, putting his head back a little bit? You see, he's like, oh man. You know, he's thinking that, but he ain't. He's thinking, oh, frick. You know, this sucks. Boy, man, look. Them cops got tired of it, all right? They got tired of the chit-chat, okay? And so they brought up the field sobriety. That's all that happened right then and there. They letting the law be the law. Setting it straight. You know, and he's not seeming to be too happy about it. Nope. No, he ain't. But, you know, I seen this in a whole lot of videos, you know, about drunk drivers. They always do this. Whenever they bring up field sobriety, boy, their whole attitude changes. What? Field sobriety? What that is? I ain't doing that. You ain't got no reason to be pulling me over. You got me kidding me. Like, you know, that's the way they start to act. Boy, they start to really just go off sometimes because of, you know, they know the field sobriety gonna tell the truth. They know whether they're going to be able to walk that straight line or stand on two hands or whatever it is that they do to them.
Yes, but why did you pull over?
Man, he just said, boy, you got to be kidding me.
Drinking and driving.
Man, what?
Somebody flagged me down.
I was parked right there?
Yes, there was a gentleman parked over there as well.
What is he
saw you
talking
get out of
about?
your vehicle, saw you stumbling around. He came
Bro,
and flagged me down.
bro.
Hey, are you going to listen? Are you going to let me talk? Talk. Okay. I was over there.
He wasn't letting them.
He came and flagged me down and said there's a Mustang parked over
He
here.
wasn't letting them.
The guy was stumbling around.
Boy, look at this here, y'all.
Because I'm sitting there.
Okay, well,
What is he
I saw you
talking about?
driving,
He's
and I can
sitting
tell you've been
somewhere.
drinking. Hold on, you're not getting back in the car.
Boy, hold up here. What do you think he's doing? Boy, look at that. A drunk driver think that he just gone. Boy, that drunk driver think that he just gonna get back in his car. Just like that. Hold up, bro. Hold your horses. Man. Boy, look. That's what they want to do. I told y'all whenever they bring up field sobriety tests to them drunk drivers, they don't know where to put themselves. That dude right there, what he did, he started walking back to his car like he gonna get back in his car and leave the traffic stop. Boy, hold up. The cops are like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, I'm sure the cops thought that, like, what you gotta be kidding. We ain't putting up with that. That's probably what they thought. I seen a lot of videos on. Man, this is crazy, y'all. Like, to just think, you know, I mean, it's really about the bigger picture here of why you don't drink and drive. Because if he would have never drank and drive or whatever, any individual in any situation, if they don't drink and drive, they don't have to be involved in no kind of traffic stop that involves them being impaired, right? Nope, they don't. So I mean, this is crazy. I mean, unless they impaired on something that's not alcohol, like a drug or something like any type of store, uh, whatever it is that might be impairing the person. Sometimes it could not be drinking, I guess, but man, this is just crazy. He started walking back to his car because he knew that the argument he was having with the cops was now over. And a lot of drunk drivers, they whenever they start hearing feel sobriety, they know it's about to be over, and they start arguing or something. Some of them probably tried to do the same thing he did, walk back to their car like they just going up and leave the cop, and ain't nothing gonna happen or something. That's what they think, bro. But that's not how the law probably works. The law works in a very clean type of way.
I'm not getting back in my car.
Oh, he's not. Oh, look at that. Hold up here, bro.
Man, y'all.
That's why you don't do that type of stuff at all, bro.
What did I do?
So you see, they done put him in handcuffs. They got him in handcuffs now, and he's still wondering, what did he do? Do y'all know how silly that sounds? I mean, the biggest picture right here though is because if somebody's drinking and driving, they're not gonna understand what they did wrong, right? They probably gonna know, but they gonna act like they don't know, and which is a crazy, thing to think, because you always think that the person's gonna act like they know what they did wrong, right? But they don't. They end up acting like they didn't do anything wrong, acting like they never drank and drive and everything like that, which is crazy because they should just accept their consequence for what they had did in that moment, right? And that's really the bigger picture of this right here. Um, and you know, it's just very telling about drunk drivers and how they try to get away from drinking and driving after getting pulled over, because they probably know that there's gonna be consequences whenever cops pull them over for drinking and driving like that. It's probably not the best idea ever. It's probably a terrible idea whenever it comes to money and stuff, because not only did the cop catch you drinking and driving and everything, but you're also gonna have to pay fines probably for drinking and driving, and might get arrested or put into handcuffs. Who knows? And that's not stuff anybody wants to ever deal with, right? Heck no, you don't want to be put in handcuffs for any reason, right? But you know, and we all seen videos like this already where people are drinking and driving, and then they act like they don't know what happened or what they did wrong, and they try to act like the cop did everything wrong in the traffic stop to possibly get out of the traffic stop. They try to act like they didn't do anything wrong at all and everything like that. But that's the craziest type of situation ever, I find. Whenever you see a drunk driver acting like they didn't do anything wrong, and everything like that. I just think that they should accept the consequence at that point if they are caught drinking and driving or anything. Uh, but that's the bigger picture of this video, is that that's why you don't drink and drive, so you never have to be involved in anything like that in a like get arrested or get fines or anything like that. You never want to be involved in anything like that, right? And you never want to be even driving in the car with a guy that's drinking and driving or a girl that's drinking and driving. You never even want to be in the same car, because your life is at risk if you're ever in the same car while somebody is drinking and driving and anything like that. That's why you don't even want to put yourself in that type of situation. So that's two different situations you never want to be in, right? You never want to drive drunk after drinking and driving. I mean, after drinking. You never want to drive after drinking, and you never want to what is it called? You never want to have to get in a car with somebody who has been drinking and drinking, and next thing you know, you're driving in the car with them and they've been drinking and they're driving you around, which puts everybody at, at a risk, because that person's coordination is not there like it would be for a person that is sober driving. And we all know that cars on the road are very heavy, and it's metal, right? So it puts a safety risk on the road for everybody involved if somebody is drinking and driving, right? You never want to do that. You always want to keep everybody in the public safe no matter what. And whenever you drink and drive, you don't do those type of things. So whenever you decide to get back in the wheel, always think about others and think about yourself too, and say, hey, I gotta drive sober. Make sure that I'm not impaired in any type of way, so that I know everybody else is safe and that I'll be safe too, right? And never get in a car with somebody that's been drinking and driving, because they're not thinking that way. They're not thinking about everybody else, and they're not thinking about themselves neither. That's very selfish to get in a car and get behind the wheel and drive drunk, right? That's a very selfish thing to do. That's not something that you ever want to do. Uh, you always want to stay as far away from that as possible. And this video right here was a huge uh, sign of why you don't want to drink and drive, right? This guy thought that he was going to get out of drinking and driving just because the cops uh, pulled him over at a gas station, and that he maybe thought he didn't do anything wrong on the road. But the cops said that they could smell alcohol and everything like that, and he was trying to argue back and forth with them when they brought up a field sobriety test to try to get back in his car and leave the cops, and the cops had to unfortunately put the guy in handcuffs. And hopefully this guy right here, y'all, hopefully he is living a way better life, and hopefully he's doing better for himself, making better choices, and hopefully he learns from that mistake and he never decides to drink and drive again, or whatever happened from that situation. Hopefully it's good for him now, and he learned from his mistakes. Some people got to go through things to learn from their mistakes, bro. I've seen it plenty of times. Uh, and But when they learn from their mistake, it's always a real good situation, because you love seeing people who learn from their mistakes, yep, and realize where they went wrong and they fix it. That's like, it's like almost a movie whenever somebody's able to fix their mistakes like that. It's almost a movie, right? But yep, that this video has been a very telling sign, and a very interesting point to show to for the bigger reason of why people shouldn't drink and drive, even though you might not be swerving all over the road or anything like that. And you get out your car somewhere and somebody sees you stumble a little bit or something like that, and they tell the police something about, oh, that guy been stumbling over there, maybe y'all should go check him out. Even though you wasn't swerving all over the road, if the cop smells alcohol on you and sees that you are arguing back and forth with him about it, you're probably going to get in trouble for drinking and driving, even if they didn't see you swerve all over the road, right? So it's that type of video where it's a very good point to make of why people should not drink and drive and everything of that nature. And I just want to say thank y'all for watching this video, and I hope that it taught y'all something, and y'all know how I go on here.